Gold Squad TV. Yo, so this one, you're going to stay in the entertainment field on this one. I've been kind of holding off on this because Joe Budden was one of my favorite rappers as an MC. I'm not really talking about record sales and charts, but as an MC, he was one of my favorite rappers to listen to. But he's often said that he's jaded with hip hop. And when you watch his podcast, it's pretty clear. He was saluting Migos. We all know Migos and Joe Budden have a past, but that's the past. And, you know, Migos is really something for the kids. It's really rap music. It's not really hip hop. I hate how people kind of mix those up. And he was talking about how great the album was. Joe was capping on the lyricism because obviously those guys can't rap. Not on the level that we're looking for when talking about lyricism. But him and Ice were kind of like defending Migos and really shitting on a lot of the boom bap hip hop guys and the gatekeepers apparently. Mostly Ice and Ice is always, I've always respected Ice. I mean, I get he likes the South and he likes a lot of that stuff. You know, Jeezy was one of his favorite rappers, but he's out of bounds for a lot of things he says, and I get it. This dude literally trashed Lauryn Hill on one of the episodes where Joe and Ish had to look at him like, "What's wrong with you?" That said, Joe he's in the wrong for disrespecting a lot of the hip hop, the boom bap shit. He wants to disrespect the boom bap shit right now. And deep down, I know he respects a lot of these guys, like the 38 Specials, the West Side Guns, the Conways, the Rock Bossies. These guys all have their own lanes. But Joe seems very disrespectful a lot of times, more often than not, when it comes to boom bap. He had an episode, I think it was like episode 401. It might have been 401 when Lori and Maul were still on the podcast. He was trashing, you know, like a lot of the boom bap shit. Like he didn't want to hear it. You know, he's boom bapped out. I believe the last podcast he did that hit YouTube was like rapped out. He was kind of talking trash about hip hop. And I get it. You know, Joe's jaded. Joe's extremely jaded. Joe feels like he put a lot of work into this hip hop culture and never got the respect he felt he deserved. So he's jaded. Totally understand that. Don't agree with it. I think it's stupid, but it is what it is. So now he wants to praise R&B artists and R&B acts and praise mainstream rap. And that's cool. That's what you do. But still never claim this hip hop shit again. If you're gonna disrespect the culture that made you, the culture that helped put your name on the map, because nobody would care nor know Joe Budden if it wasn't for hip hop. Because when all those mainstream fans stopped fucking with you after Pump It Up, it was the hip hop fans that fucked with you. It was fans like me and fans that were hip hop MC aficionados, fans, the hip hop purists that fucked with you when your mainstream career didn't work out. When you try to rebound and try to do the joint with Wayne, another mainstream rapper, and it didn't work, we still fucked with your music. We still backed you. It's pretty fucked up how you want to shit on those fans that had your back when your mainstream career wasn't working, when mainstream rap wasn't feeling you. We had your back when the Drake beef, which wasn't even a beef, but it was just you going and doing diss songs. We had your back. And you're so quick to be dismissive of the shit that made you. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though. Just like the Kevin Hart video, man. It's just like I feel like a lot of these dudes are insecure. They don't feel secure in their own abilities, and they feel like they gotta be that way. So it is what it is. But I just wanted to make a video on this because I kind of wanted to voice my opinion. I personally think it's whack on Joe's part for doing that. I still support his podcast, but yeah, man, all that bullshit. I tend to cringe whenever Joe talks about music. I cringe. I cringe. I much rather when I watch the podcast, I much rather watch the podcast for jokes. I much rather watch the podcast for jokes. He's making his money. God bless him. But just fucking focus on the jokes and subject matters. Want to talk about what's going on in the world? More power to you. But the music shit, you said it's a music podcast. I think most fans would rather you not talk about music. You're just going to give a watered down opinion about what you like and what's out here. And it's like, nobody want to hear that shit. You want to hear watered down music, water a plant. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to hear that watered down shit. So Gold Squad TV, you do what you do, Joe. You want to talk R&B all day, and R&B is to death. It is what it is. It's just sad to see you're a guy of your incredible ability is so insecure and petty, and most importantly, jaded at what made you. You don't even want to be called a rapper anymore, which I think is crap. But it is what it is. Gold Squad TV. Leave your comments down below.